What is going on, guys? It's Stanley here with another video. Today we will be going over the best ways to store your cards and the different ways I use the different storage techniques based on what I need it for. There will be three things I will be going over. I'll be going over card clips, I'll be going over deck sleeves, and I'll be going over acrylic cases. So starting out with the card clips, I think these are best for people who use their cards, so for everyday carries. These are only for decks you plan on always using and you do not care about the tuck case. In card clips, tuck cases get ruined. So when a deck of cards is in a tuck case, the edges get frayed when it's in your pocket, or even just from the deck being squeezed together. The edges get frayed and ruined, and the deck just has, it looked like you could tell that the deck is. So when a deck is in a card clip, it gets ruined, and the card clip always keeps the cards inside squeezed together, which causes them to feel amazing when you pull them out. I haven't had a single deck that doesn't feel great the second I take it out of the card clip. So I think card clips are great for storage for people who do magic and cardistry consistently with the same deck of cards. Next up is a deck sleeve. I personally use the Carat Case Creation DS1 deck sleeves. There are many on the market, but I like these the best. They're made from PET glass, which is polyethylene trifletate. I don't know if I said it correctly, but it's essentially a very hard plastic. They're clear, as you can see. You could fit a regular deck of cards. You can't fit like those big tuck cases, but I have every single one of my decks on display and in storage in one of these deck sleeves. It keeps it from dust settling, it keeps your deck from getting dinged when it drops, it keeps your deck from getting scratched. It's just the best protective case you could have for a regular deck of cards, and especially if you have a lot of them, because they are not that expensive. You can get it from my friend's website, SoCalPlayingCards.com. He sells a 10-pack for $7.50. If you're international, you could check out CaratCaseCreations.com, and you could find a retailer that supplies these deck sleeves. I have around 500 of them, and I love it. But the way I store my super expensive cards would be an acrylic case. This is an acrylic case. It looks like it's glass. It's see-through. You could fit many different tuck cases. Carat Case actually has many different sizes of these, whether it could fit many different decks or it can fit many different tuck cases. The tuck cases like the Luna Moon, the big ones, so he has different cases for that. So this acrylic case has a magnetic lid that comes out. You could put a deck of cards, an expensive one such as a Red Fontaine. You put it in, close it, and now it's protected. So I think this is the best way to store your cards if you're a huge collector and you have expensive decks. But the way I would rank these three storage options is card clips for everyday magician and cardists who play with those cards every day. Deck sleeves would be for people who have a collection, but they're not that expensive and you could put every single deck inside. And the acrylic cases for the really expensive decks. And if you're a person who collects, does magic, and does cardistry, I think all three is one of the best investments you could do to store your cards. You have the one deck that you keep in a card clip, you have all your other decks in the deck sleeves, and then your really expensive ones in acrylic cases. But I think card clips are one of the best investments you could do. They make your cards feel amazing. So some people don't want to put their cards in the card clip because it ruins the box, which I said. But what I personally do with some of the nicer cards that I want to play with, I would put it inside of a old bicycle tuck case. So like that tuck case you saw earlier, I actually usually carry a Cherry Casino deck in there, the V1. It's an expensive deck. The tuck case I want to keep in good condition, so I actually put my Cherry Casinos in an old bicycle tuck case, put that in the card clip, and keep it there. So another thing about storage is a lot of people always have a question about temperature. I think a temperature controlled environment is the best way to store your cards. The best place to store them would be in a room a little bit below room temperature. That's what I've had the best experience with. I think that the cards always feel great when they're a little bit cold, but your hands, when they are cold, usually they're dry and you don't have as much friction to be able to play with your cards well. So I would say storage wise, in a cool environment. So for people who live in humid environments, it might be difficult to keep a deck of cards in good condition, but that's always been a problem for many people that you can't really just get around, unfortunately. But card clips will always keep your deck good, no matter the environment. A lot of people sometimes use the twisting deck, I forgot what they're called, but you put a deck of cards inside and you twist it and it squeezes the deck together. That's kind of like a not portable card clip. But yeah, those are my 3 favorite ways to store cards. That's the temperature I personally keep my cards in. I would always have the AC on in the summer, or in the winter I would keep a window open. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and see you guys. Peace.